The White House has announced it will offer more aid to the Asian country of Laos to help clean up undetonated bombs left over from the Vietnam War. All of this comes as President Obama now becomes the first sitting U.S. president to visit the nation. He's there to attend the summit of Southeast Asian leaders. Also joining the president there, CBS News foreign affairs correspondent Margaret Brennan, who's been traveling with the president and joins us now from Laos. And again, Margaret, this plan, $90 million or so to help clean up undetonated bombs still in the country. What are the details?
Well, this is $90 million over 3 years to clean up what's called unexploded ordnance. These are bombies. They look like little balls. Little kids pick them up and often become victims of these bombs that were dropped nearly 40 years ago in a war that this country was never technically a part of. That's why it's called the secret war. The U.S. had funded a CIA plan here and had also used its military to drop bombs to try to cut off supply lines to those they were actually at war with in nearby Vietnam. So this really is a country that was caught in the crosshairs and very much a victim. And because of the problems and because of the lack of cleanup, because of the lack of recognition, it continues to kill people and trouble this very undeveloped country. There are fields that can't be plowed. There is land that can't be developed. There are children who are walking around who weren't even alive during the Vietnam War, who are missing arms and legs and limbs because there was no money and no cleanup. So President Obama, in coming here, is trying to repair some of that rift and provide funds to nail down exactly where these bombs still are and to help clean them up.
Also, Margaret, the president of the Philippines apologizing today for the profane language used to describe President Obama after his recent trip to the country. What's the latest?
Well, Josh, he actually came just short of an apology. It was an expression of regret that he had his spokesperson read out, saying he felt bad that President Obama took offense at this anti-American rant. But there has been no direct apology, the White House says, and it's up to President Duterte whether he wants to approach President Obama on the sidelines of the summit that they're both at here in Laos, because the two are going to cross each other in the hallways. But the thing is the White House wants to redirect the attention away from this war of words. This is not the first time that Rodrigo Duterte has directly insulted a U.S. official. He used slurs to refer to the U.S. ambassador, to Secretary of State John Kerry. He said some pretty offensive things, even criticizing the Pope himself. But the White House wants to focus on the relationship because, remember, the U.S. still provides over $100 million a year to the Philippines. They are a military ally, and the U.S. really wants to be building up more of those allies in this region, because the big picture here for the U.S. is they are concerned about China's increasingly aggressive military, and they want their allies in the region to get closer. That is why this war of words could potentially be really damaging to President Obama's strategy.
Margaret Brennan in Laos, we do appreciate it.